A green-robed stranger, a strange talisman, and a secret hidden beneath the very stone of Gelinor. What begins as a simple errand unfolds into a revelation that will reshape the world. This is Rune Mysteries, the origin of rune crafting, and the moment magic changed forever. Step into the unknown and uncover the first spark of ancient power.
Velina, the tower is in danger. I need to speak to Archmage Cedridor.
I'm sorry, Ariane. The Archmage was clear. Maybe if you told me why, I could pass on a message.
I can't explain. Listen, if the Archmage can't see me, perhaps I could speak to Wizard Eleron.
I'm sorry, Ariane. You are barred from entering the tower for any reason.
What's happening here?
This is none of your business, outsider.
No, wait, I recognize you. You're the adventurer Zen you mentioned. Will you help me again?
Sorry, who are you?
I'm the wizard Ariane. I'm sorry, just Ariane. I'm a former tower wizard. I'm an adventurer now, based out of the Champions Guild.
What can I do to help?
Could you take a message to Archmage Cedridor for me? Depending on how he reacts, I may need your help with other things. Thank you. Just go to Archmage Cedridor and... Wait, no. Too late. There's something happening.
Oh! Ah! Do something! Get that thing away from me!
Come on. My message can wait. Let's see what's happening. Cast airstrike at the vortex. Draw it into the power beam. Grab Boren's mind spike if you need one. He's dropped it next to him.
Wearing magic armor will improve your chance to hit the vortex.
How do I cast airstrike?
Wield Boren's mind spike. Select airstrike from your spellbook and then attack the vortex.
What's going on?
I'll try to explain later. Right now, you need to deal with the vortex.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine. It's a disabling ward, but it stops me using magic, so you'll have to deal with the vortex.
Okay, I'll deal with this.
You take Wizard Boren's Mind Spike.
Thanks, adventurer. Talk to me again outside the tower if you still want to help. I can't believe Sage Rovin would set up a ward to keep me out. I didn't realize he saw me as that dangerous.
What was that thing in the library?
That's what I want to find out. I know the tower is in danger, but I don't know the details.
How do you know the tower is in danger?
I'm a seer. I have premonitions sometimes. Flashes of information. Emotional impressions, nothing precise. Lately, I've been having visions of the tower in flames. But I don't know any details and I can't prove anything. I came here to investigate, and now I find I can't get into the building.
It sounds like you don't like these premonitions.
People talk about wizards having a gift for magic, but the first thing you're told when you join the wizard's tower is that it's not true. Magic isn't handed down by gods or random chance. Anyone can learn it if they put in the effort. But being a seer runs in families. It's not something I worked for. When I told the other wizards about it, they resented me. I tried to use my magic to understand and control my ability. My goal was to integrate it into magical theory so I could teach it to other wizards. But I ended up being expelled from the tower.
Why aren't you allowed into the tower?
There are schools of magic besides the tower's standard spellbook. I used a forbidden source of information when I was trying to understand my premonitions.
What do you want me to do?
I need you to go into the tower for me. Talk to the wizards and find out what's happening in there. Archmage Sage Rovin is the head of the tower, so you should talk to him. I think Wizard Elrond might help as well. He was my mentor while I was there. You should talk to the other wizards as well. Ask if they've seen anything unusual lately. One of them must have seen something that'll help us.
I'll get on it.
Greetings, human.
Do you live here too?
Oh no, I come from the gnome stronghold. I've been sent here by King Narno to learn about human magics. The stronghold's in the northwest of the continent, long way away. You should visit us there sometime. The food's great and the company's delightful.
I'll try to make time for it. Sounds like a nice place.
Oh, well, it's full of gnomes. How much nicer could it be? Thank you for saving me from that thing. Please keep my mind spike as a reward.
What was it that attacked you?
It was horrible. It felt like it radiated evil power. And you saw what color it was? Red. The color of Zamorak. It was red wizards who burned down the tower 100 years ago. This could be another Zamorakian plot to destroy us. You've got to do something.
Not now. I'm trying to concentrate on a very difficult spell.
Is that your demon?
Did I summon it, do you mean? Certainly not. Although, I am the only wizard in this tower with the expertise to guard and study it.
How did it get there then?
It's been here longer than anyone remembers. I dare say some foolish wizard summoned it while meddling with forces they did not fully understand. Every time it's destroyed, it reappears on the same spot. So we built a containment wall around it and left it there.
Have you seen anything unusual lately?
Only Wizard Mizgog's beads turning up all over the floor. I shall send my imps to hide them before someone trips over them. Why don't you go and bother Wizard Trayborn instead? That old duffer is always seeing things.
Oh, sorry.
Small mortal. No, you are not as interesting as she was. I will not speak to you.
You there! Stop that! Speaking to the demon is strictly forbidden!
Oh, sorry.
Adventurer, it's good to see you again.
Ilona, how are you doing?
I passed my apprenticeship. I'm a wizard now. I'm studying elemental battle spells. I'm not a violent person, but after you had to kill those cultists to rescue me, it made me realize I have to be able to defend myself.
Have you seen anything unusual lately?
No. I did hear the commotion in the library earlier, though. I'm glad you're here. If there is something wrong, I'm sure you and the senior wizards will be able to get to the bottom of it.
Oh, hello there. Can I do anything for you?
What do you do?
I'm a wizard, obviously. I work on portals and teleportation.
Could you teleport me anywhere?
In theory, I could, if I had a precise means of fixing the destination. A teleport phrase, for example. Right now, I'm working on something else, though.
Have you seen anything unusual lately?
I'm sure there's been something strange happening with the power beam lately. The beam acts as an anchor for all our teleportation spells. So, as a teleportation specialist, I'm sensitive to any fluctuations. Archmage Cedridor is aware of the problem. You should ask him what he's doing about it.
Hello, can I help you?
What's that you're wearing?
This is split bark armor. It's special armor for mages. It's much more resistant to physical attacks than robes. It's actually very easy for me to make, but I've been having trouble getting hold of the pieces.
What do you need?
I need bark from a hollow tree and some fine cloth. Unfortunately, both of these can only be found in Mauritania, and the cloth is only found in the Tomb of Shades. Of course, I'd happily sell you some armor if you bring me those items.
Can you make me some?
My beads! Where are my beads?
Have you seen anything unusual lately?
I think Wizard Greyzag's imps have been moving my notes around. I can't find the section I was working on yesterday. Why don't you ask Wizard Trayborn? He loves telling people about things he's seen.
Can I help you?
Wizard Greyzag next door decided he didn't like me for some reason, so he enlisted an army of imps. The imps stole all sorts of things. Most of them are things I don't really care about, like eggs, balls of wool, things like that. but they stole my magic beads. There was a red one, a yellow one, a black one, and a white one. The imps will have spread them all over the kingdom by now. Oh, could you get my beads back for me?
Wizard Misgog opens his mouth to elaborate, then glances nervously at the door and quickly closes it again. Wizard Misgog quietly scribbles a note and discreetly hands it to you. He presses a forefinger against his lips, then taps the side of his nose.
Hello, young thingamy-what?
Have you seen anything unusual lately?
I've seen them in the power beam, thingamy-whats.
Thingummywoods?
What? No, not thingamy-whats. Don't be ridiculous. They wouldn't fit. It was a sort of swirly, sparkly thing.
It was in the power beam?
I like to look at the power beam sometimes. There are so many things we see every day, but never look at, aren't there? Or look at every day, but never see. I see things in there. Thingamywhats. No one else sees them. They think I'm mad.
Where do these things come from?
Didn't you know? This tower was built on the ruins of an old tower. That's where it came from, the swirly thing. I saw it come up through the floor of the library.
Ariane might be interested by Wizard Treyborn's information. So you think you're a mage? Volume 28. "101 Ways to Impress Your Mates with Magic."
Welcome, adventurer, to the world-renowned Wizard's Tower. How can I help you?
Tell me about the Wizard's Tower.
The Tower is the finest institute of magical learning in Misthalin, Ascania, or Candidin. The standard adventurer spellbook and the teleportation lodestones are both products of Tower Wizard's research. Most importantly, the Tower guards the secret of the Rune essence, which allowed human civilization to prevail over the monsters and barbarians and ushered in the 5th age of the world.
Can you teach me magic?
You already know the adventurer's spellbook. For an adventurer like you, the best way to learn is to go out and practice casting spells.
What are the ruins I saw outside the tower?
Ah, they are the relic of a sad chapter in the tower's history. Originally, the wizards of the tower were not as unified as they now are. There were orders devoted to different gods, notably Saradomin, god of goodness and order, and Zamorak, god of evil and chaos. The orders worked together for 70 years, but eventually the Zamorakian wizards betrayed the others and burned the tower down. Archmage Perion rebuilt the tower and forbade Zamorakian wizards from joining. The rebuilt tower has been united and at peace for 100 years.
The secret of the Rune essence?
Yes, specifically the secret of the teleportation spell that lets us reach it. The discovery of the Rune essence the ability to make runestones was the single greatest magical discovery in the history of Gielinor. It allows anyone to produce magical effects easily and reliably. The rune essence lies in the frozen north, where the Eye of Saradomin once rested. The first wizards reached it by an arduous land route, but eventually they discovered a spell to teleport there directly. After Zamorakian mages burnt the tower down 100 years ago, Archmage Perion decided to keep the spell secret, rather than let it fall into evil hands. We will cast the spell for anyone we think trustworthy, but the spell itself is an inner mystery of the tower, and is taught only to select individuals.
Arian says the tower is in danger.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Wizard Valina told me she was here. You can tell Ariane that her concerns have been noted. I'm preparing to deal with the anomalies in the power beam, so there's no cause for concern.
Don't you believe her?
I can see that there is some evidence that she has premonitions, but unless she can give me more specific information, there's really nothing I can do.
Why won't you let Arian into the tower?
You know what she did, don't you?
She said she used a forbidden source of information.
Wizard Ariane was our most promising student. She could have been Archmage someday. I overlooked her gallivanting off as an adventurer. Everyone's reckless in their youth. But I can't allow a demon worshipper in the tower. The tower has had strict rules against Zamorakian wizards for the last 100 years, and I have to apply that, even to her.
What are you going to do?
I'm preparing an Icenic purge. It'll send a surge of energy through the power beam, which should overpower whatever creatures have managed to enter it.
I don't think I've seen your face before. I'm Wizard Rosalina.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sage Rovin. What do you have for sale?
Oh, all sorts of doodads related to my studies. Runes, gems, telescopes, mining enhancements. I should note that I only accept stardust as payment, though. I'm in need of it more than gold.
Yes. You see a shooting star. The star looks like it will land in the wilderness in the next 1 hour 0 minutes to 1 hour 24 minutes. The star looks to be of average size.
What can I do for you on this glorious day, adventurer?
Who are you?
I am the Wizard Elrond, Grand Master of the Order of Saradomin, initiate into the inner circle of the Rune mysteries, heir to the sacred tradition of the Staff of Fire. Impressive, no? We wizards love to invent titles for ourselves. All it really means is that I'm one of the senior wizards of the tower.
Arian says the tower is in danger.
Are her premonitions still troubling her? I feared as much. Please let her know that I take her seriously, even if no one else does. I will do everything I can to convince Archmage Cedridor to take action.
You know about her premonitions?
When I took Ariane on as my apprentice, she asked me to help her suppress her premonitions. She didn't want to stand out because of a natural gift. She wanted to stand out, if at all, by the work she put in. I told her that that was admirable, but it would be wrong to turn down an advantage the gods had given her. I helped her to harness her gift, to refine it, and to Zamorak with what the other wizards thought. With hindsight, it shouldn't have surprised me when Cedridor expelled her just for using every source of knowledge at her disposal.
Arian might be pleased to hear that Wizard Elrond is still on her side. Fire, earth, and water. What's it all about? The Lifetimes of a Thingummywoot by Treyborn the Wizard. 101 Ways to Impress Your Mates with Magic.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
What do you do in the Wizard's Tower?
I'm an apprentice at the Wizard's Tower. I'm here to share knowledge of the Runespan and help others within their travels.
What do you sell?
You can buy various things from me that should aid you within the Runespan. I have Runesphere and Yellow Wizard teleports, which will allow you to get around easier. I can also provide you with the Master Runecrafter's outfit should you be ready for it. Lastly, I have a range of altar teleportation tablets that can be used to take you directly to the center of the mysterious runs containing rune altars.
Oof. I hope they let me into the Runecrafting Guild soon. It's cold up here on the roof.
What do you do in the Wizard's Tower?
I'm a student at the Wizard's Tower. I'm here to see Wizard Elris in the Runecrafting Guild about the thesis I wrote on runecrafting.
What was the thesis about?
Well, it explains my theory that the runecrafting altars are not everlasting. They are vast stores for runic energy, but one day they will run out. I believe that's why Wizard Elris wants to see me. The Runecrafting Guild wizards cannot disprove my theories, and I think it's worrying them. Luckily, I believe I found an alternative method of making runes. Runic energy siphoning in the Runespan.
Runic energy siphoning?
Yes, it's a way to take the energy out of the world around us and place it into rune essence, which in turn makes runes. We will see what Wizard Elris says, I suppose.
The Runespan?
The Runespan is the plane in which the Runecrafting Guild was built. It's a chaotic place, with runic energy flying around unbound to anything. You can visit the Runespan by going through this portal next to me. The wizards have been observing it from the Runecrafting Guild for years, but it's only recently that they've been exploring it. Silly old wizards. They spend far too much time arguing and not enough time going out and researching into all these theories they come up with.
Have you seen anything unusual lately?
I heard that a strange magical force had entered the tower and attacked the librarian, but that's all I know. Here on the roof I'm a little cut off from what's happening in the tower, and I still haven't been allowed inside the Runecrafting Guild.
You must have level 50 rune crafting to go through this portal.
Have you learnt anything from the wizards in the tower?
I've spoken to some of the wizards.
So what did you learn?
Archmage Cedridor said he's preparing an Icianic purge.
What he means is he's going to flood the tower with magic without knowing what he's dealing with. It might work, but I want to be sure. We should find out more.
Archmage Cedridor said you're a demon worshipper.
I spoke to the demon, spoke to it, but there's no middle ground with Cedridor. Step outside the line and you're a red wizard.
Wizard Eleron told me about your premonitions.
He's the only tower wizard who was sympathetic. He convinced me to work on them, rather than suppress them. But that doesn't help us with the problem. We need to find out what these vortices are.
Wizard Treyborn said something came through the library floor.
Through the library floor? But that means it was something from the old tower.
The old tower?
This tower is built on the ruins of an older one, which burned down 100 years ago. The story is that Zamorakian wizards betrayed the other orders, but the details of what happened are a mystery. I do know it happened just after the wizards discovered the inner secret of the rune mysteries. The rune essence teleport spell. Perhaps that discovery led to a conflict. The surface part of the old tower was destroyed by the fire, and the new tower was built on the same place. But the underground levels of the old tower are still there.
Then let's get down there and investigate.
Good idea. It's not going to be easy though. Archmage Perian sealed the lower levels when he built the second tower. There's a rumor that the door can be opened using the water surge spell, but many wizards have tried casting that spell on the door and failed. It's more likely that there's a key hidden somewhere in the tower. Could you go back into the tower and find the key? I think Wizard Eleron will help us if we tell him what we're doing. You should start by talking to him.
I'll get right on it. How can I get into the old tower?
Alas, even senior tower wizards aren't allowed into the ruins. I certainly couldn't tell the secret to a disgraced ex-wizard and an outsider, however much I might privately want to help you.
Arian said you'd help.
Ariane is a brilliant mage, but she has never mastered the subtleties of human interaction. The oath I swore to the tower prevents me from helping you.
You privately want to help us?
One wonders what it is that generations of archmages have wanted to keep locked away down there. Forbidding a source of knowledge goes against the principles upon which the first tower was founded.
You do know, though?
No one except Archmage Cedridor is allowed to know the secret of entry to the ruins. Naturally, I've heard the rumors.
You mean the rumor about water surge?
Many young wizards have wasted runes casting water surge on the door to no effect. A few, however, have speculated that the key might lie not in casting that spell, but in understanding it.
What do you mean the key lies in understanding water surge?
It was the Archmage Perian, first Archmage of the new tower, who sealed the lower levels. He had an idiosyncratic understanding of magic and its relationship to other arts. Perian had the pipe organ installed in the library, and he wrote a treatise on the relationship between magic and music.
So you're saying there's a clue in Archmage Perian's book?
I don't recall saying anything of the sort. If you did want to read that book, though, for its historical interest, perhaps, you could find it on one of the bookshelves on the ground floor.
You search for Archmage Perian's book, but it does not appear to be on this bookcase. You find a book entitled The Harmony of the Runes and a book entitled The Runes of the Spells of Water.
By Perian, apprentice of Unaya, first Archmage of the Reborn Tower. It is already well known that the harmonies of music are expressed in the motions of the heavenly bodies, but I believe that they can also be found in the relationships between the runes of magic. This I have proven to my satisfaction by both reason and experiment, and it is further confirmed by Samuel Scourdule, who writes in his third voyage that the elves of the western lands can shape magical crystals by sounding harmonies on enchanted flutes. Just as there are 12 notes of the chromatic scale, there are 12 runes used in the magic of the tower: mind, air, water, earth, fire, body, cosmic, chaos, nature, law, death, and blood. Some have theorized the existence of other runes, but they do not figure in the harmony. We can therefore assign to each rune a pitch, beginning with mind A, then air, Ayats, and so forth up the scale. See attached diagram. For the apprentice learning the spellbook of the tower, this linking of magic and music provides an aid to memorization, since the runes used for each spell can be expressed as a melody. It is for this reason that I have commissioned the building of a pipe organ in the tower library. I submit, however, that the harmony of the runes is also a profitable contemplation for the experienced wizard, and that meditation on the music of magic can provide a key to the deeper levels of the rune mysteries. By Jalarast, apprentice of Treborn. This volume lists the runes required by the old method of casting spells, as used by Archmage Parian and the wizards of the Old Tower. These sequences differ from the new method of casting spells, and are of little practical use, but they are preserved here for their historical interest. Water Strike, Water Bolt, Water Blast, Water Wave, Water Surge. See attached diagram.
Oh, all right. If you must play the organ, at least keep to the top manual. It's quietest. Not even Archmage Cedrador could concentrate with a racket from the loud manuals.
Why do you even have an organ in the library?
It's been here since the tower was rebuilt. I think the first Archmage was a little eccentric in his architectural preferences.
You place the diagrams from the books onto the organ keyboard as you sit down. You take the key.
Have you made any progress with getting the key to the old tower?
I've got the key to the ruins.
The key to the old tower? Who knows what's down there? There could be knowledge that's been lost for 100 years.
We should find out all we can.
I just hope it's well preserved. It would be terrible for knowledge to be lost forever. The entrance is on the east side of the island. Come on. Come on, open the door and let's see what's in the ruins.
You use your key to unlock the door.
This is amazing. We may be the first people to come down here for 100 years. This must be the Chamber of Shrines. The senior wizards used it as a meeting room, and wizards joining the tower would pledge allegiance to one of the 4 orders here. I've read about it, but I never thought I'd see it. The greatest magical innovators of Gielinor once walked this room.
Yes, it's inspiring.
I wish we could spend more time exploring the ruins. If I can, I'll stay down here after we've done what we came for.
You said there were once 4 magical orders?
The old tower was made up of wizards from all over the world, with wildly different philosophies of magic. They arranged themselves into 4 orders dedicated to different gods: blue, green, red, and grey.
Tell me about the Blue Order.
The blue wizards worshipped Saradomin, god of goodness and order. He's the most widely worshipped god in human lands. The blue wizards believed magic could be used to help people and focused on non-combat spells. They invented most of the enchantment spells in the standard spellbook we use today. After the first tower was destroyed, it was the surviving blue wizards who rebuilt it. The new tower is still a Saradominist institution, although these days a lot of wizards only pay lip service to the religion.
Tell me about the Green Order.
The green wizards worshipped Guthix, god of nature and balance. According to the druids, Guthix created the world and then entered a deep sleep. Before the rise of our current civilization, the other gods went to war with one another for control of the world. After millennia of fighting, Guthix awoke and banished them, so they could no longer intervene directly. It was a follower of Guthix who discovered the rune essence, and the green wizards were the old tower's experts on rune crafting. Their statue depicts their founder transmuting a lump of rune essence into a stack of runes.
Tell me about the Red Order.
The red wizards worshipped Zamorak. Most people today see Zamorak as a god of evil, but for the red wizards he was a god of chaos, personal strength, and creativity. Legend has it that Zamorak was once mortal, but he stole the staff of a god called Armadil and used it to ascend into godhood. Their statue holds a staff in memory of that. The red wizards focused on destructive spells, especially ones involving fire. They invented most of the battle spells that made their way into today's standard spellbook.
Tell me about the Grey Order.
There are other gods besides Saradomin, Guthix, and Zamorak. The Grey Wizards were those who worshipped lesser-known gods, such as Armadil or the Menethite pantheon, or were non-religious. The Grey Wizards didn't invent many spells, but they made some of the greatest contributions to pure magical theory. Their statue's sword symbolizes a sharp mind cutting into the heart of a matter.
Okay, what should we do now?
We need to get deeper into the ruins to the source of the power beam. It looks like that rune guardian is blocking the door.
Wizard, you have proved yourself worthy. All that remains is to determine the order to which you will belong. Are you ready to be tested?
It thinks we're new wizards joining the tower. Originally, you wouldn't be able to get to this room without passing the entry tests.
Urian, what is this creature?
It's a rune guardian. The secret of making them was lost when the old tower was destroyed. It must have been standing at that door for 100 years.
What does the test involve?
I will ask you a series of questions. Your answers will reveal the order to which you are best suited. If you disagree with your allocation, you may take the test again.
I'm ready to be tested.
The first question. You are behind in your studies due to illness, and a test is coming up. Your place at the tower is safe, but if you fail, you will lose some respect. Another apprentice offers you an opportunity to cheat.
Don't cheat, as it would be wrong.
The second question. An elderly wizard, the last practitioner of a unique branch of magic, dies. Her diary might contain details about her unique magic, but her will states that the diary should be destroyed on her death.
Put the diary in the library so all wizards can study it.
The third question. A rival wizard is spreading lies about you and has made you the laughingstock of a nearby village. They believe you are of low intelligence and poor moral character, and throw vegetables at you when you visit. What do you do?
Play practical jokes to knock him down a peg in return.
The fourth question. You have become a senior wizard and are asked to take on an apprentice. The boy is talented but undisciplined and does not apply himself outside his areas of interest. What is your approach?
Give him the resources to develop his areas of interest.
The fifth question. A senior wizard asks you to take part in a ritual that will greatly benefit the tower. Before the ritual starts, you discover that he learned part of it from a demon. The ritual appears safe, but demons are expert liars.
Go ahead with the ritual, but focus on my personal safety.
Welcome.
The Rune Guardian gives you an archaic wizard hat.
Set your title to the gray.
You are now known to others as Sage Rovin the Grey.
I guess we'll need to find a way across here.
I could jump that.
Maybe you could, but I'm not risking it. We need to find a safe way for us to both get across.
Can't you teleport us?
It's not as simple as that. Each teleport spell goes to one specific location. Creating a new one can take years of research. It took the wizards of the old tower decades to crack the teleportation problem. It wasn't solved until shortly before the old tower's destruction.
Can we use the power beam somehow?
The thing that attacked Wizard Boren came up the power beam from the ruins. I don't want to risk touching it until we've investigated.
Let me look around. I'll think of something.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm making us a bridge.
You're what? That's a statue of Eratona the Green, who negotiated the treaties with local rulers that let the wizards transport runes from the Essence Mine. You can't just push her statue down.
Do you have a better idea?
Well, no, but be careful, okay? Try not to damage the statue. This is it. The heart of the old tower. The central spellcasting chamber where the old wizards performed their most powerful rituals. It's amazing. I never imagined I'd see it in person.
I wish I could have seen it.
So do I. Most of the spells we used today were invented in this room. Wizards of all 4 orders cooperated for the sake of magical research. These vortices look like the one that attacked Wizard Boren. I want to find out what they are. I'll need you to attract a vortex into this circle and keep it there while I examine it. aren't ghosts. At first, I thought they might be ghosts, but they're soul fragments. I've heard about putting part of yourself into your work, but the old wizards literally put part of their souls into the power beam.
Why would they do that?
They must have wanted to create a very powerful magical effect. I don't know what they were trying to do, but whatever it was, it went wrong. Do you know what this is? I think this is what destroyed the first tower. I think there was an enchantment keeping the vortices here, but someone has removed it. Now, they're able to go up the beam to the new tower, and you saw the trouble they can cause.
Who might have removed the enchantment?
I can't tell, but it happened recently, within the last few days. It looks like we weren't the first people to come down here after all. I can replace the enchantment that was keeping the vortices here, but it'll take some time. While I do it, you need to go back to the new tower and delay Cedridor's casting of his Icenic Purge.
Why do I need to delay Cedridor?
The Icenic Purge floods the tower with energy, but these vortices are attracted to magic. All it'll do is draw them up into the tower and make it impossible to get rid of them. I can restore the enchantment that kept the vortices in the ruins, but I need to do it while they're still here.
How can I delay Cedridor?
I don't know, but I'm sure you can think of something. If he's casting an Icenic Purge, he'll probably be in the library on the ground floor.
Okay, I'll do that now.
Please be quiet, adventurer. My assistant and I are casting an Icenic Purge, and we must have silence in order to concentrate.
You have to stop the Icenic Purge.
Archmage Cedridor ignores you and continues casting his spell.
Please don't do that, adventurer. The Icenic Purge is in a critical stage, and it is essential that all participants be able to concentrate. Adventurer, I must insist that you step away from that organ. Break my concentration once more, and you will feel the wrath of the Grand Archmage of the Reborn Tower. The purge is complete. Thank you, fellow wizards. Whatever these entities were, they could not have survived such a powerful wave of magic. Adventurer, I suggest you leave the library and find your friend Ariane. Tell her not to worry. We have dealt with the problem without any help.
It was close. but I managed to restore the enchantment. The vortices are trapped in the ruins again. Thanks for your help, adventurer. I couldn't have done this without you.
I've got a question. Do you know who removed the old enchantment?
That's what I'd like to find out. They were a powerful wizard, and they knew what they were doing. This was a calculated attempt to damage the wizard's tower. There are Zamorakian magical orders who resent the tower's monopoly on the rune mysteries. The Zamorakian Magical Institute, the Dagon High, maybe more we don't even know about. They've attacked the tower before, but it's always been more direct. This is the first time they've come close to doing real damage.
Do you know what destroyed the old tower?
The last major discovery the old tower made was the inner secret of the rune mysteries, the teleport spell to the rune essence. I don't know for sure, but I'd guess that somehow led to the tower being burnt down. Maybe one of the orders wanted to keep the rune mysteries to themselves.
No more questions.
Thanks again for helping me get down there and restore the enchantment.
I'm happy to help.
Well, thanks again. I found some things in the ruins you might be interested in. They're yours if you want them.
Arian gives you 70 mind runes. Arian gives you an air talisman. Arian gives you a magic lamp.
I'm going to head back down to the ruins to study the vortices. I want to find out what happened to the old tower and who released the vortices from the ruins. Meet me down there if you want to help.
You have been a reward 250 magic XP.
A talisman delivered, a portal opened, and magic forever changed. If you felt the spark of mystery, hit like, subscribe, and comment below. Your feedback fuels the next magical tale. This was only the beginning. The runes are calling, and the journey's just begun.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye.